Hey, this is Jamie from Capsule Computers, and today we are reviewing Diluvion. This open-world exploration game is available now for Mac and Windows. At the time of the recording of this video, Diluvion costs $19.99 US. Diluvion is set after the fall of humanity. After generally behaving quite poorly, the gods decide to punish humans with a great flood and sink the entire human race underwater. The survivors are now just barely getting by with the hopes that a hero will be able to reach the end of the endless corridor and start a new golden age. Diluvion's story provides a good backdrop to the game, providing a lot more direction than most exploration titles. I do wish, however, that the writers spent a little more time on the minor NPC lines, as I found myself reading the same couple lines over and over as I hunted down sailors to recruit. Diluvion reminds me a lot of a casual space sim with its simplified set of controls, its focus on exploration, and its ship-to-ship combat. The submarine is controlled by setting the throttle and either guiding the sub slowly with the mouse or executing quick maneuvers with a keyboard. Those of us who prefer a controller are in luck, as Diluvion does have full controller support. Exploration is supposed to be one of the big draws in Diluvion, but it falls a little flat on execution. One of the major mechanics in the game is resource management. Air is an easily renewable resource, but requires players to refill by docking to stations and other boats. Food, on the other hand, must be scavenged or purchased at a merchant. The risk of running out of resources tend to outweigh the incentive to randomly explore the oceans for loot, especially when the story missions is an almost guaranteed stream of it. On the other hand, I really like the navigation system in Diluvion. The system is inspired by early sailors who only used landmarks and simple tools to get around. In the game, players will do the bulk of their navigating with a compass and landmarks on their map. They are given an extra hint for quests in the form of schools of goldfish that will point them in the right direction, but these goldfish serve more as signposts than the traditional video game GPS. I like the setup quite a bit, as it's a refreshing take on navigation in the spirit of open seas. Combat in Diluvion is a mixed bag. Like any good naval combat game, Diluvion emphasizes good positioning just as much as it emphasizes accuracy. Since projectiles take time to travel, players need to lead their shots to score hits. The developers help players out a bit by providing a suggested lead, but more skilled players will be able to adjust their shots for more accurate results. During combat, the submarine's crew will need to be juggled around a bit for repairs and buffs. Overall, I found combat to be hamstrung by the lack of consistency in the difficulty level. In general, normal enemies tended to be rather easy, while the boss fights were on the opposite end of the spectrum. Diluvion's audiovisual presentation is excellent. The sound effects are solid, and the soundtrack is one of the game's strongest suits. The graphics is a neat mix of 2D graphics for the interiors and 3D graphics for controlling the submarine. The art style's color palette really channels the nautical theme, and the 2D art serves as a grittier counterpart to the softer-looking world outside the sub. Diluvion shows that submarine games have a lot of potential, but the game itself misses the mark. The game is supposed to encourage exploration, but how resource management is applied and the large amount of loot to be found during story missions makes it hard to justify the risk of exploring the open waters without any direction. Combat is also hampered by an inconsistent difficulty level. I can really only recommend this game to people who have been dying for a submarine game, so I'm awarding Diluvion 6.5 capsules out of 10. If you want to read our full review, be sure to check out the link in the description or in the video's card. I hope to see you soon. This is Jamie from Capsule Computers signing off. Hey YouTube, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and subscribe to Capsule Computers for more awesome videos. If you're looking for more videos to watch, why don't you check out our review of Steep on the left. It's an open world sports game that will let you explore the Alps. And if you're looking for something a little more indie, check out our review of Hacknet here on the right.